What an ending we have to this week's Final Four matchup between the Gonzaga Bulldogs and the UCLA Bruins. The Gonzaga Bulldogs have ended up taking it in overtime. And what a game it was, all night long, back and forth, the tightest game we've seen with Gonzaga all year long. And after what was already a sensational night to end it on that sort of buzzer beater, I mean, I think, in my opinion, this is the best college basketball game, at least in the March Madness tournament, that I've ever seen. And might be the best college basketball game that I ever end up seeing. This was a fantastic game from start to finish. Anyways, guys, welcome to Touchdowns to Home Runs. Thank you for joining us today on the Touchdowns to Home Runs post-game show. We got a ton to cover here today. What a sensational game it was. First of all, I want to congratulate the UCLA Bruins and their fans on a fantastic season and a fantastic March Madness run by really all of the Pac-12 teams. And you go down the list and, 3 teams in the Elite Eight. You obviously have a team in the Final Four, even Oregon, who didn't make it that deep. Of course, had the big win against Iowa. Pac-12 played their hearts out this tournament. They're a very good defensive conference. And, in a year where everyone was talking about the Big Ten, the Big 12, Pac-12 really did show up. On the flip side, man, Gonzaga, coming into this game, had beat 29 of their 30 opponents by double digits. 30-0, now 31-0, and this was a scary one by Gonzaga, and, really a couple plays that really shifted the momentum of this game. This was a game that at the very end, on that drive by Juzang, the charge call could have easily been a shooting foul. A millisecond earlier, that's a shooting foul, and all of a sudden UCLA wins this game in regulation. Gonzaga ends up surviving. But so much credit and respect that I give to UCLA. Their ability, when they were down 7 in the mid part of that second half, their ability to crawl back and really make this a ball game. And for a Gonzaga team who's been a second half team, which is why I wasn't really surprised in the first half, UCLA hung in there. And, if you thought that UCLA playing in the first 4, weren't going to make this one a game or didn't have the talent to be in this game, I think they proved everyone wrong. This was a fantastic game. Let's flip over to the box score. We'll start with Gonzaga, who ran 7 men tonight. Timmy led the way with 25 points, but Timmy wasn't fantastic. I thought he missed some easy shots. I thought also he really got bullied inside defensively, and I think that's a big part to why UCLA scored 88 points. Ayayi was great tonight, shot the lights out of the ball in the first half, only missed 3 shots tonight, put up 22 points, but he was making some really tough shots. UCLA scored 90. The final score was 93-90. And then you had Suggs, 16 points, made some tough shots as well. He had 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Kispert, 15 points as well. And then, of course, Nembhard played a big role as well. 11 points, 8 assists, and made some tough shots at the end as well, I thought. And then 4 points coming off the bench. Gonzaga didn't shoot as well as we've seen them shoot in the past from 3. Which is a little bit concerning going into a Baylor game where that Baylor not only shoots a 3-ball well themselves, but has really stepped up their defensive intensity at the later part of the season. But obviously Gonzaga shoots the ball really well. They didn't really shoot great free throws either, but they did shoot just under 59% overall from the field. Overall, it was a great offensive performance, but, I've spoken so highly about what Gonzaga can also do defensively in terms of adjusted defense and what we've seen this year from them. We didn't see that tonight, and that's really concerning if you play the same way defensively against a Baylor team that is, in my opinion, much better than UCLA offensively, and obviously has, 3-4 really talented scorers over there. As for UCLA, Juzang was the story today. 29 points, shot 12 of 18, had 6 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals. This kid played lights out all tournament. I saw him play against Michigan. Obviously, I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan. But he looked like an NBA player tonight. He was making some tough shots. He was creating his own shots as well. Just looked really solid. Jaquez had 19 points. Campbell had 17 points. Riley had 14 points. These guys made some big shots and some big plays as well. Riley was active away from just scoring the basketball. 10 rebounds, 5 assists. And really, this whole team rebounded well, I thought. They out-rebounded Gonzaga. They were moving the ball fairly well. They were a lot more up-tempo than we saw UCLA, particularly in that Michigan game, or really over the course of this whole season. And again, just so impressive. So Looking forward, I don't want to spoil too much because I did post a sort of championship game prediction that you guys can check out on the channel after you guys are finished watching this video. And I picked Gonzaga in that video. But I think this shows that not only are they beatable, but now you're going into a game where you're playing the toughest competition that you played in the year against Baylor. You know, and yes, Gonzaga shot well, but if they don't shoot better from three, if they can't make their free throws, if they're getting out-rebounded by Baylor, if they turn the ball over, this is definitely a game that Baylor can win because, again, they're very good defensively. They've stepped up their defensive intensity as of late, and I think Baylor is, you know, pretty solid offensively. Now, of course, this is only one game. It's an outlier in a season that Gonzaga has been very, very good in. But again, I think that this championship game on Monday is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm super, super hyped for it because I think we're in for an absolute treat. Make sure that you guys do end up checking out that video. But in the comments, yeah, just let me know what your thoughts are on this game. Obviously, there's a ton to talk about: the buzzer beater, the overtime, how close UCLA came at the end of regulation. I want to hear your thoughts on all of that down in the comment section below. But again, if you did make it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again next time.